I'm sure you all remember the rather suspicious Coleco Chameleon console project, which, following some rather, shall we say, dodgy prototypes, the official Coleco brand of course pulled support for the Coleco Chameleon and the console was buried. And now Mike Kennedy, who is one of the head guys over at Coleco Chameleon, has made a rather long post on the Atari Age forum, basically saying that he is officially tabling the console venture for good. Now, he also confirmed that the two Coleco Chameleon prototypes, one which was accused of housing SNES innards and another of actually just being a PC DVR capture card circuit board inside a plastic case, were, quote, essentially two fake prototypes. However, Kennedy is alleging that he was misled about them, swindled even, by the person who created them. So basically he's claiming that someone created them, saying, hey, yeah, he's my prototype for the Coleco Chameleon, and he was taken in by them. But I will read out his post in full. And he said, quote, "It was a day before I was travelling to Toy Fair that the person came over to my house with the Toy Fair prototype, with instructions to not show the back of the unit no matter what. Without any specific instruction as to why I shouldn't show it, I believed him and went to the show with that unit. During the show, we were accused of not having that system even plugged in, so I made the decision to have a photo taken of the back of the unit showing it was clearly plugged in. I didn't feel we had anything to hide. Then all hell broke loose, and it was identified that SNES Mini parts, or the whole PCB from a SNES Mini, was inside the console shell. I was left in a terrible spot at this point, and I had a decision to make that evening at the hotel. Do I take this thing apart and see what was in it, or quit the show, or continue on with the show? Right or wrong, I continued on with Toy Fair, and it continued to impress people, and the games were very favourably liked." Now, naturally, if this was you in this situation, you would go to this person who had allegedly built you a console prototype and would be like, what the hell? And apparently Kennedy did do exactly that, and the person who built it insisted that despite the SNES parts on the inside, it was his software the console was running on. And he said, quote, "Again, I believed him, and we moved forward." And then basically Kennedy asked that person to show the circuit board inside a clear console casing so that Kennedy had something real to show the community that was building on Facebook surrounding the console. And Kennedy wrote, quote, "When he first emailed me the images, he indicated this was our prototype 100%. He even joked about how people online were trying to identify the board in our shell, laughing and telling me they won't find it because it's our original work. Again, I believed him." Sadly, Kennedy made no mention of when he realised that this second prototype was also not legit, but of course when he did, he withdrew the campaign on Kickstarter to, quote, "reevaluate this venture." And it sounds like the person who allegedly made these console prototypes has not contacted Kennedy since. Supposedly, according to what Kennedy is claiming, they never met face to face, and Kennedy doesn't even know where this other person lives. And on the post, which I won't go into here, he also decided to accuse the other person of a checkered background. And finally, in his closing statements on the post, he wrote, quote, "There was never any intention to deceive or pull the wool over any of your eyes. These past few months with these fake prototypes was inexcusable, and I hope you can all understand a bit more how this all happened and why I have remained silent the past few weeks. It is not in my nature to trick people into anything. My end game has always been to give back to this hobby that I love and respect, and to make and do things that people will enjoy. I've never taken one penny from anyone that wasn't genuinely earned." Now, unsurprisingly, people aren't exactly swallowing his explanation of things that went on. And, well, you can hardly blame them. I don't believe it either, to be quite honest. It's just, oh yeah, okay, so you're throwing this mysterious hardware person under the bus, okay, and then you're expecting us to believe that a guy in charge of a project, a guy who hopefully when he's trying to make a console would know a thing about console development, about tech, about hardware, failed to realise on multiple occasions that this thing that was pretty obviously fake was fake. I mean, it didn't take people long to realise that this was a fake. The thing shown at the Toy Fair was quickly revealed to be a fake by people online, and then of course the second image of the clear case with the circuit board inside was also swiftly revealed to be a PC DVR circuit board inside a clear casing. So my point is this: if people on the internet can tell your product is a fake from looking at pictures. If you're a CEO of a company building a console, and hopefully with some knowledge of hardware and technology, how can you not tell that it's fake by looking at it in person? And, well, even if what he's saying is true, this is a case of a guy being fantastically stupid. Basically, he was writing checks worth thousands of dollars to a supposed friend of a friend based on nothing but vague promises, and didn't decide to make sure this guy was legit. You know, if this was anybody, they'd just meet with the guy, see previous examples of his work functioning, make sure he's actually done successful projects in the past, you know, look at his CV and all that. And basically, you don't give money to someone and then figure, maybe I should check out this person I just gave thousands of dollars to. So even if he's telling the truth, it's not any better, really, to be honest. But I think it's more likely that he was well aware that the thing that he was trying to sell was fake. But I wasn't there. That is only speculation on my part. But that seems far more likely than someone who's allegedly the head of a company being so utterly and thoroughly hoodwinked. And I know it happens. But really, in this day and age, this level, I'm more skeptical of that than him just being like, lol, we can get away with this, and not being able to get away with it. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. Do let me know your opinions. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next time.